serfs. That is the mentality of white people walking by,
No, I
which
think
is a weird racism. It's a very, very subtle form of being a real paternalistic racist.
It's more like this. It's more like this. At no point have white people had to deal with like being the weaker culture, so that they were the under the thumb of somebody else. The same way like Jewish people freak out about everything because of the shit that they went through. We haven't gone through that, so that's why when those guys say that shit, it doesn't hold the weight because no one has successfully done that. Now, if somebody successfully makes white culture drop down, and we go through a whole bunch of bullshit, like that type of stuff that goes there would not be tolerated.
So
it wouldn't be tolerated.
It's kind of the same point. Like, I understand why it happens. You're right. I mean, blacks were dominated here for a long time, and all up through the 60s, and even into today, the institutionalized racism that still exists. But you can't say that there is a double standard in the language that to me goes beyond that. It goes beyond just like common sense going, hey, you know what? That's like when if you're complaining about, hey, how come they hired a black guy who is equally qualified as a white guy? Well, that's where, to me, hiring quotas are legitimate. Like, if you have 3 black guys and 3 white guys, and they're all equally qualified, and you hire the black guys because the playing field has been so shitty for so long, that makes that argument sense to me. But when it comes to this double standard in the thinking and the language, it goes beyond that. It goes way beyond that, especially with the way things are now.
What do you mean with double standard?
In the thinking and the language, like white people hold other white people much more accountable to standards in the language than they hold blacks. And to me, that is the way you talk to somebody that you feel better than. That is the way you talk to a child. It's not the way you talk to somebody who you just see as a worker among workers.
I would agree with that. Like, I don't think the solution is to make it easier for someone to get into college rather than having to do the same amount of work. You're not helping them. That's like, I got a couple of, friends that kind of bums, and it's like you give them money, you're not helping them. You're not helping because they don't learn, and then they burn through the shit. And if you don't teach them anything, it's just, I definitely know.
It's called being a certain kind of rich.
Yeah.
Huh? And you see, and that's
the name of it is being a certain kind of rich, they call it.
No, these are white people. God damn it, Anthony. You're the worst. You really are the fucking worst. And then he sits there and acts like he's not a racist on any fucking level. You really are.
I have
He's
never
pretty
said
much,
I'm
he's
not
never
a
said
racist.
much admitting that he's a
I'm not
racist now, Bill.
I am
He's pretty much admitting that.
I am
Let me ask you this.
out of the closet
How can you so
racist.
openly be like that? And that fucking old lady there from the White House says one thing. Her career is just completely over.
You know why? Because she was living a fucking lie and a facade. I am open and honest, and so when I say something, people accept it.
She
and
wasn't
go,
living a facade. Give me a break.
She was a flaming liberal. She was a flaming liberal.
That's what you get fired for?
Yeah, I'm on your side. I don't think she should be fired.
None of us.
So then why'd you just say she's a flaming liberal?
Because she was always open about her views.
She was always open about.
She was always open about being radically left.
Not really about Israel and Jews.
That's a radically left view to have, though.
But coming out and just saying Jews should be sent back to Germany and Poland and the United States from Israel is a little much. That's
it's beyond left.
Beyond, yeah.
But she always leaned that
that's
way.
worthy of getting fired after a 50-year career?
No, not at all.
It's fucking ridiculous.
No, not at all.
Fucking ridiculous.
It is.
She's worse, though, because she groveled in her apology. She's 90, and she was like, I'm sorry, I just hope that those lovely people work it out. It's like, she fucking attacked Bush so hard. She's been very, very open. Just say what you got to say, and don't grovel after you said it. You're 89 years old.
Yeah.
And they asked her what she thought, and she gave an honest opinion. She never should have gotten shit for
There's
that.
a lot of people, too, who I've heard say that same thing, and it's not against Jewish people. It's like, well, you fucking took them, and you dropped them into a goddamn hornet's nest. And then you're wondering what the fuck's going. It's crazy. I mean, and then there's, we were here first, you were first. It's like, you're never going to solve that. That shit is never going to get solved.
Right, no.
It's never going to get solved. There's too much bad blood. So whatever, you're walking down the street, they should just fucking send them back to where they were, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden it gets shown, and then she's like the worst person ever. And I love how she was in the public eye for 50 years, and it took to the 50th fucking year before she's asked hard questions for every fucking president for 50 fucking years. I think they just wanted to get rid of her.
Get her out.
They were done with her.
Yeah, they just were looking to get rid of this person, and you can't. It's just, I don't know.
I agree. She never should have been
basically in
fired.
the early '60s when she started, you could essentially be openly racist. Wouldn't that shit have come out back then?
Yeah,
I mean, they had presidents who were openly anti-Semites.
Yes.
And everybody fucking knew it. Yeah.
I don't like the Jews.
Yeah. And he's recording himself.
Yeah.
He was recording himself.
one Jew. Check one Jew.
He was the worst.
Yeah, Jew hater in the house. Exactly.
He didn't care that it was on tape.
Yeah, so I think
Fucking Nixon.
it's complete bullshit.
And she was only answering questions that she was asked. The guy said, "What do you think should happen?" And she said, "This is like I think that they should get out." He goes, "Well, where should they go?" And she answered. It wasn't like she approached somebody and just started spitting shit out. She was just answering questions that she was asked. To me, she did nothing wrong.
I see. Where I'm called a racist a lot is that I don't see this responsibility on the part of the black community as a whole. It's individually you'll get some responsibility and people taking responsibility for their actions and stuff. But for the most part, it's just like everyone's making excuses instead of just fucking living your life and doing what.
Now this is the thing. I agree with that.
Right
I 100% agree with that. I 100% agree with that. But the thing is you're putting that all on one group. If travel the country, dude, do stand up, and you will find that that whole fucking. I don't want to even that Walmart. Culture of fucking
white
people.
Trash, it's called.
Those people, they're in this fucking death circle of stupidity, and no one can seem to fucking get out of it. And it's like, dude, I mean, you basically have described most people that I run into. That's what happened to me. I used to be conservative, then I went fucking hardcore left, and now I'm back more towards the middle, where I really think a lot of people cause their own fucking problems and they're full of shit. And there is... the way the playing field is, it is not fair and that type of stuff, and it's all how you react to that. If you choose to use that as an excuse, no one gives a fuck about you, so you're not going to get... No one gives a shit about me. You're not going to get ahead if you just keep using that as an excuse. But on another level, I can't sit there and act like it is level.
I think the playing field is level. I think the playing field is level.
Oh, yeah, the Kennedys, the Burr family, it's all the same thing. Their big house down there, Martha's Vineyard, it's all the same thing.
I think the playing field is level.
We lived in a duplex. They had a compound. It's all the same thing. I'm sure they paid taxes on all their bootlegger money.
I doubt it.
Oh, no.
No, literal Jim.